How y'all doing? It's Chris Njigha here from chrisandjigha.com, and in this very exciting episode today, hey, I just want to rap with you about how to 10x your network marketing business literally in the next 30 days without being salesy. Because isn't that the pain that we're all with, the struggle, right? How to get more customers, how to get more recruits, but not be salesy at the same time, right? Feel slicky and slimy trying to sell people. This came from a recent experience that I just had. Literally just came from the gym. I was talking to a friend that I hadn't seen in forever, which was so crazy, right? And if you're watching me on YouTube, then man, definitely subscribe to the channel, all right? Hit the bell so you can be notified when I release more videos on network marketing, your online businesses, and how to just take that thing to the next level, all right? Getting right down to it. The funny thing was the conversation went like along the lines of, hey, how's things going? How's life? Hey, he has some kids. I have my kids. We started talking about our family, which is awesome. And then he just started talking about life, business, work, and things of that nature. And we started talking about a friend that he knew that was in business that was, let's just say, you remember those guys that you, back when you were younger, you thought that, hey, this guy or gal was so smart and they're the ones that are just going to go to the top, right? You just knew they were the smartest ones and they were going to be somebody. Well, it's kind of funny how when you look back on it 10, 15 years later, they're like not anything what you expected them to be, right? They didn't meet any of the expectations, right? You know people like that, right? Well, we kind of started talking and we realized that, one of our closest mutual people we knew was kind of that way. And what happened, from my understanding, was that he learned about entrepreneurship, started in network marketing and online businesses and things like that, and actually hasn't done so well, right? And that kind of put like this mental thing in the guy that I was talking to in his head. And he was like, yeah, I get business, I get it. But, at the end of the day, it's sales, right? And here's his biggest thing. Maybe you've heard this before. Sales is a struggle, right? Because I don't want to have to convince people to like what I have and to buy what I have. It's really hard to convince people of that. And that's why I don't think any of those things work. Network marketing doesn't work. Sales don't work. None of that stuff works, right? This is exactly why most people who are not even in the industry don't want anything to do with network marketing, right? Because of the fear that they have of having to be salesy and sell to their family, sell to their friends, sell to people they don't know, and convince them to buy a product or to buy a service, right? And I guess what happens when they do take on that chance, when they do it, they're not successful, and then they get this feeling of rejection from family and friends, and they feel like everybody was running away from them, and then they have this sour taste in the mouth, and they never want to do network marketing again, right? Does that sound familiar? The interesting thing is, what I've learned over the past couple of years as I've gone through my network marketing career is the following, and I'm just gonna lay it out to you, right? If you want to 10x your network marketing business, right? The funny thing is that you don't have to be salesy to do it. In fact, being salesy is the absolute contraindication to it, right? It's the absolute opposite thing you should be doing, because it actually drives more people away and forces you to work harder in your business, all of which you don't want to do, all of which don't produce results in the first place. Let me share something that I learned. I learned this, I heard this from the great direct response marketer, copywriter Dan Kennedy. He said that if you have a problem with getting more customers, essentially, I can't remember the exact quote, but essentially he said, if you have a problem getting more customers and getting more recruits or whatever in your business, right, and finding the right people for your business, you don't have a sales problem, you have a marketing problem. You see, it's all about marketing, right? When you turn your head around from the sales part of it, because think about it, my friend was right. Sales in the traditional sense of presenting a product or service to someone and convincing them that what you have, first of all, you have to convince them that they have a problem. Then you have to convince them, secondly, that you have a solution to their problem. You and I both know that don't work. It takes way too much energy, way too much time and resources, both physically and mentally, to convince another human being that they have a problem and that they should take care of that problem. Way too much work. It's the reason why 95% of people quit network marketing within their first year of getting started. It's the reason why only about 3% of people who get or in network marketing and online business are actually making real money, because those 3% of people have actually understood the true formula. That it's not pushing more sales and telling people, hey, you have a problem and this, I can solve your problem. It's more about marketing. It's about marketing. What is marketing? Marketing is essentially telling people or finding the right people who already have a need for what it is you're looking for. You know, it's fascinating because if you think about it, it's difficult to convince someone. You would think someone who's overweight would want your health product, right? They need your health product, right? And yet when you talk to them, you know, and you realize that it's extremely difficult to even convince them to like buy or do anything about it in the first place. Why? Because they don't have the desire. You see, marketing is about finding people who already have the desire, the want to take care of something that they have, a need that they have. They already have a desire, right? You're looking for someone who already has a desire to say, hey, you know what? My health is really important to me. I really want to take care of my health. You're already looking for someone who already has a desire, man, I really like to travel. I want to travel more. I want to travel all the time. You're looking for someone who already has a desire that, hey, I'm tired of working my job and just going aimlessly in life. I want a purpose. I want to be able to be free so that I can seek my purpose and do more and impact the people around me. You're already looking for people who are thinking this way, right? And all you have to do now is meet them right there in that conversation in their mind with something that presents to them to show them that, hey, what you have can help them with their problem and it's better than everything else. So step one in your marketing thing that I learned was you're looking for people who already have a desire for what you want. Once you find those people, right? Number two is that you just share with them what you have in such a way that it helps them solve their problem and helps them realize it's better than everybody else. The best way that I know to do that, right, not to be salesy, right, is to tell a story, particularly tell your own story. Tell your own story of how you were overweight and you struggled with your weight and how it hurt you and how it pained you because you weren't as sexy as you thought you were. You weren't as attractive as you wanted to be. You felt like people weren't looking at you. Maybe you just didn't have the confidence anymore. And then after trying this product, all of a sudden you gain this confidence. You lost 10, 20 pounds. You feel so much better about yourself. Your husband or your wife looks at you as like somebody that's attracted to you now. You go out, you get looks. People are looking at you. You feel confident. You can run around with your kids without losing your breath, right? You just tell them your story. You tell them your story of how this changed your life, how you started traveling, you started seeing the world, and you just was just inspired by the different cultures and the different people that you met, the food that you ate, and how it just made you feel alive again. You tell them your story. Because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, here's another secret. People don't care about the product, right? The fact of the matter is the product can be crap, right? You want to sell good product, but let's be honest, right? There's products out there that are wiggity whack, right? But they're still getting sales, right? They're still making millions of dollars in sales. Coke, believe it or not, is literally poison down your throat, and yet Coca-Cola makes millions in revenue every year. Why? Because they target the people who are already in wanting what they have, already want that beverage, who have that sugar addiction. They're already looking for those people. Then they tell a story, right? They tell a story of how going from nothing to the best, from zero to hero, right? Everybody loves a zero to hero story, an underdog story. Just tell your story. The best story you can best tell is your own, right? Craft that story, and my friend, you'll be on your way. If you do this, you'll be on your way to 10xing your business literally overnight. And I'm just going to say in the next 30 days, if you're consistent with it and without working any harder. This is what I've learned, right? Hey, somebody comment below. Comment below if this makes sense to you, all right? if this makes sense to you. Am I talking wiggity whack? Am I just out of my mind, right? Right? Let me know below how you feel. What are your thoughts about this, right? What are your thoughts about this? Once again, we're going from just talking so much about your product, but telling the story of the benefits of what is brought to you in your story, right? And then seeking people who are already in the limelight, who are already interested, right? Right? That are wanting to learn more about what you're offering and serving, my friend. That's been how I've been able to take my business to the next level after struggling for a while. It all made sense. It was so clear, right? So hopefully this has been helpful for you. Hopefully this was a good, quick, big tip to help you 10x your network marketing online business in the next 30 days, my friend, without being salesy, right? So, like I said, if you enjoyed it, hey, definitely give the video a like, all right? Definitely, if you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. If you're on Facebook, hey, visit me, message me on my Facebook chat message on my business page, all right? And oh, by the way, if you're looking for the best way to start marketing, right, in the next 30 days to target the right people who want to talk to you, that want to talk to you, and share your story with these people and different stories that you come along, I can't think of any better way than do it with Facebook Live videos, all right? Can't think of any other way, all right? And if you're struggling with that and you don't know where to start, then you may want to check out the link, all right? I got a nice little 5-page PDF that'll show you exactly how you can generate your first 250 leads in the next 30 days using Facebook Live video, even if you've never done one, even if you're brand new, all right? So check out that link, and I'll send that to you ASAP, all right? So that's it, my friend. Hope you enjoyed it. This video has been on how you can 10x your network marketing online business in the next 30 days without being salesy. Hope you enjoyed it. Until the next exciting episode, I'll see you on the next one. Bye now.